So I'm just gonna say it. Art school students can be very pretentious. Not all of them, just, the ones that I'm not friends with. A lot of them like to act all high and mighty like they know better than the next person, and for some strange reason they love to be offended for you. My friend Nelson uploaded some art one time and tagged it as #Inktober. As soon as he uploaded it, a student decided to gatekeep and got mad, saying like, "You're not allowed to tag something as Inktober if it's digital." Oh, I just drew everything with ink and then added color to it digitally. Still, shouldn't it be tagged as Inktober? Okay. At an art show, my friend Katie was about to eat a cupcake, but as she was trying to peel back the wrapper, the whole thing fell, frosting side down. So she left to get a napkin to clean it up. But as she came back, a couple of students were standing around the cupcake trying to have like a discussion about it. Yeah, I think I get it. I don't know, I can definitely do something better than that. So most campuses will have like sofas and benches around the entire campus for students to sit and chill and whatnot. And this one time, a bunch of us were just chilling on some of these sofas in this open space across from where there was a room with like a huge glass window facing where we were sitting. And suddenly this artist came storming out angry and was like, "Are you even allowed to be here? Huh? There are actual people trying to make art here. This isn't just some lobby area for you guys to just sit around and hang out." I mean, there's coffee table with magazines over there, a microwave, a vending machine over there, a little sidebar with stools over there, and well, we're sitting on kind of seems like a sitting area. We did leave in the end because we didn't really want to start unnecessary drama. On the topic of unnecessary drama, during our last year, we were given this shared space to work, and it was shared with another class. This space was just a room with tables, and you kind of just pick a spot, and then people decide to start personalizing it with stuff like cork boards, sticky notes, plants, crystals, and whatnot. And there was like a communal whiteboard in the middle of the room where people can just leave like inspirational messages, upcoming events, and like due dates and stuff like that. Around Christmas, Marissa said that she wanted to decorate the space with Christmas decorations, so we went to a dollar store, bought a bunch of decorations. So we got like tinsel that we put around our table, some Santa window stickers to put on like the windows next to our table, a tiny fake Christmas tree that we put on the windowsill, and a Christmas wreath that we just put on the door. The next day when we arrived at the space, we noticed that all our decorations were torn down and piled onto a chair in the corner, and there was a note that was left on the whiteboard. "Please keep personal decorations of this space to a minimum, your own specific area. This space must attempt to retain its positive neutrality in order to cultivate inclusive creativity." Now, Marissa Sherlock Holmes the note, and she took every letter from the note and compared it to the handwriting of whatever she could find at each table, and she found a post-it note that matched the handwriting of the note. It just belonged to some random girl from the other class, and for the sake of the story, we're gonna call her Evelyn. Okay, I'll admit that maybe an argument can be made for the wreath on the door because that's a public space. We were just trying to be cute, whatever. Like, let's take a look at Evelyn's table. Can you really say anything if your table has all this like crystal mommy stuff, like horoscopes? Like, I don't know, these horoscopes don't seem very inclusive to other Leos and Tauruses around. Then, are those animal bones? Ugh. Turns out there were two people from the other class that hated us. One was Evelyn, and there was another one who we're gonna call Cal for the sake of this story. Now, Cal already had drama with his own class because he had this superiority complex with them, and he also dubbed himself the class rep, even though in university classes, there isn't really any need for class reps, and it's not really a role that existed or is needed, especially in our final year where everybody just does their own thing, which is just make art. Now, as the class rep, Cal told me that this space should be used solely for making art. No socializing, no decorations, because our decorations were apparently too distracting. This space should be like an art-making sanctuary. Cal, you just described having the whole place to yourself. At this point, if the sole presence of human beings is an inconvenience to you, maybe try working from home? How do you survive public transport, the library, or like, I don't know, sitting in a restaurant? The craziest thing was that our own class was rarely ever in the workspace at the same time as the 4 or 5 people from the other class. Like, I think maybe an entire year we crossed paths with them maybe like 5 times. Here's a layout of what our workspace kind of looked like. And as you can see, their space was behind this giant wall of lockers that's like in the center of the room. But the only time they would ever be able to see our decorations on our table was for the 5 seconds that they walked in. You want to know what all this led to from them? Now, at the end of the year gallery show, Cal's art was a metal frame with a laser pointer pointed at an orchid. Modern art, am I right? And well, Evelyn, she submitted nothing. Modern art, am I right? I guess she was so shaken up by the Christmas decorations that she just had a hard time the rest of the year. Now, there are some painting students that believe that painting is like the only pure form of art. They're kind of like paint supremacists, if you will. Like someone said to my friend Chris one time, painting is the only way you can approach art. All other ways just don't work. Nothing can compare to an actual physical painting. What about animation? Wouldn't you consider like each frame to be like a painting? Only if it's multiple physical paintings. We had this collaborative class that we had to take, which was mandatory, and it was like a room filled with painting students, maybe like 3 design students, and like 10 of us were animation students. So obviously for all our projects, the animation students would, group together. One of the projects was to figure out like a way to display art from everyone in your group in like a creative way, kind of show everyone's personalities and stuff. One group did like a magazine to like display all their art. Another group did like an artist collective, and they created like an Instagram page that showed everyone's art. And then everyone else kind of like just painted a mural on a wall somewhere. And our group did an animated mural, one that can be like projected anywhere. And if you kind of like interact with certain pieces that each artist has made, it would kind of display information about the artists that are in our group. All right, so Marissa was able to help me get a copy of our old project. So let me just take you around. So everybody in our group made individual assets, and we kind of just pieced it all together like a puzzle piece. And so here we have like a forest area, a city area. We have like a post-apocalyptic area. Underneath we have like a bunker. We have like the underground subway, underground area. And then here we have dirt. And we also put our own little characters in there. And if you hover over it, it kind of has like our own stats, kind of like a cute way to put more personality into our work. And it doesn't work anymore, but if you clicked on it, it would take you to our own personal websites where it would show more of our art. Oh, but also our school had like this rule. You can fill out like a form to paint on a wall somewhere, but then afterwards you have to, paint over it, clean it up. We thought doing like a digital mural would be more of like an easy cleanup. We thought like this is also like a creative way to kind of archive our own work. It seemed kind of wasteful to like work so hard painting a mural and then just having to paint over it. And also we're animators, right? And the prof, the one that's grading our project, agreed with everything I said right now. So yeah. We ended up getting like a really good grade on it, but during the critique, no one understood our animated mural for some strange reason. One of the students' feedback was, I don't really get it. What are like the deliverables? I need something more deliverable, something like that I can hold in my hand. Huh? Besides the fact that this is digital and animated, how is this any different from like a mural that you made? Are you holding the brick from the wall in your hand? Are you pulling out the physical brick and holding it in your hand? Do I literally need to print out every frame from each animation so that you can hold it in your hand for you to understand it? That's dumb. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to share some thoughts about, pretentious artists that I've come across. Let me know down below if you've ever had any interactions with anyone similar. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the stuff I make. Give it a like, give it a share. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.